Good evening, how are you? Wish you are fine. I'm Dr. Bassem SULIEMAN. I'm plastic surgeon. I want to speak about Xeomin and the other product. This is the Xeomin. This is Xeomin and this is the other product, Botox. Okay. Have you heard about Xeomin? Have you heard about it? And I think a lot of them, a lot of persons know that I use the Botox. So, what is Xeomin and is it better than Botox? You have probably heard of Botox, the revolutionary prescription medication that instantly banishes frown lines, forehead furrows, smokers' lines, and crow's feet. But are you familiar with Xeomin? May not, but you absolutely should be. Just like Botox, Xeomin treats dynamic facial wrinkles. Both Botox and Xeomin work by temporarily attaching to nerve endings and blocking the release of acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that triggers facial muscle contractions. The result is that facial muscles relax and dynamic wrinkles, also known as kinetic lines, are smoothed away. The positive aesthetic effects begin kicking in between 1 and 7 days after treatment, and they last between 3 and 4 months. Okay, we are talking now about the Xeomin. They say this is the, it will be, I tried to use Xeomin once before nearly 3 years, but I didn't use it. No comment about that. I'm not talking negatively about the product, but in general, I use the Botox. I use Botox, and in general, I begin to feel, and the patient begins to feel the result after nearly 15 with using this product. After nearly 15 minutes, especially when I use it for the frown lines, furrow lines, and for the neck, when I begin to use, or when I finish the Nefertiti technique with my special technique, I begin to feel the result, and the patient begins to feel the result after nearly 15 minutes to half an hour. Nearly when she wants to go, I try to let her prepare herself, and when she goes to the reception again, she will begin to feel the result. Nearly 50% of the results she will feel it within half an hour using this. In general, I will try to use this product on a volunteer. So they say that the positive aesthetic effects begin kicking in between 1 and 7 days after treatment, and they last between 3 and 4 months. What's more, both Botox and Xeomin not only treat existing dynamic wrinkles, but they also can prevent new ones from forming. This is especially true if you begin using Botox or Xeomin on wrinkles that haven't quite set in yet, static lines. So the entire aesthetic dermatology industry is starting to see requests from younger patients using small amounts earlier rather than waiting until they develop deep facial creases. They have found that as time goes on, consistency with injections result in facial muscles becoming weaker, so you can go much longer between treatment sessions. What's Xeomin, and is it the same as Botox? Well, they are extremely similar, and most patients know that they give nearly identical results. but there are some differences between the two. Botox contains complexing and accessory proteins that surround botulinum toxin A. These proteins are used to preserve it. Xeomin, on the other hand, doesn't contain the extra proteins. Patients are less likely to develop antibodies to Xeomin because Botox contains added proteins. So some patients could theoretically become immune to Botox over time, become a non-responder. But since Xeomin is a pure product, patients are far less likely to become resistant to it. According to this, we are talking about theoretically, okay, about the Xeomin. I'm not against Botox at all. At all, you should know that at all. Xeomin's anti-aging effects kick in just a little faster. According to me, according to this impression, I told you, in general, the patient, when I finish it, he begins, or the patient, she begins to feel, or the customer begins to feel the result within 15 minutes using this, even this. So I'm not making any advertisement. So Xeomin's anti-aging effects kick in just a little faster. When Botox is injected into the skin, the botulinum toxin A has to unravel from the added proteins before it can bond to facial muscles. But since Xeomin doesn't contain additives, it bonds to facial muscles right away. The result? Xeomin works faster to reduce the appearance of dynamic fine lines and wrinkles. Okay? In general, I'm not talking about my own view, but in general, I try to think in a medical, scientific way. Botox requires refrigeration, whereas Xeomin can be stored at room temperature. Because of this, Xeomin has a similar likelihood of becoming unstable and ineffective and is less expensive to ship. Botox tends to be more expensive because of a variety of reasons, including how the products are manufactured, marketed, and shipped. Xeomin is usually cheaper than Botox. Which one should I choose, Xeomin or Botox? It all depends on your unique needs, since the two products are exceedingly similar. Both have well-established safety records. Both are administered the exact same way, and both last the same amount of time. Many patients make their decision between the two based on there is a premium price associated with that powerful branding, while Xeomin, as a newer player, is in the neuromodulator market, is becoming very popular because of its cost-saving advantages. So you really can't go wrong with either. Simply consult with your medical provider about whether Xeomin is right for you. In general, I try to speak about some informations about the Xeomin, and according to me, I'm not opposite this, and I'm not only or always with this product. In general, according to my practice, I always use Botox. Before, once I used this for one time. This one I don't want to speak about. I used it once, and all of my experience, nearly 15 years, I'm using this. I tried to use Xeomin once. Tomorrow I will try this on a volunteer, and I will compare the result between the two ones, and according to that I may give my impression about both of them. Before 2 years, one vial I used it. In general, Xeomin contains 100 units powder for solution for injection. It is of course Clostridium botulinum neurotoxin type A, free from complexing proteins. This is the advertisement about it. According to Botox, I like it very much. I like this product because I have experience of it, or I experience using it, and I can begin to feel the result after 15 units. Even when I show the pictures, you can see even the punctures on and you can feel the result, especially in the neck. That was the video about the Xeomin, and we will follow, and there is another video about using it. It will be tomorrow. If you like this video, follow this or subscribe to this channel, and make like, subscribe, share with your friends, and activate the bell. Dr. Bassem.